Welcome back to 3-2 Brew. We are on the second half of our CPL Premodern League that we've been running on MTGO. So we are running a deck that I've dubbed S'mores. It's a deck Gael variant. Through this league, it's performed at a 2-1 record, technically, with a 1-1-1 due to MTGO lag. This is a mid-range / control deck. The main board has a lot of top end, but there's also a ton of disruption. We have Duress as a 4-of and Gerard's Verdict as a 4-of to kind of chunk you down a little bit on the hand. Skeletal Scrying is a fun of 1-of, which is on the chopping block currently. 4 Swords to have a bit of creature disruption, as well as 4 Vindicate to be just a permanent disruption. Phyrexian Arena and Graveborn Muse is our card draw package on a consistent basis. 17 creatures. So far, Mother of Runes has been an all-star in this deck. 4-of. It's a card that a lot of people say has needed a lot more play than it currently has. So I said I'm sticking her in here as a 4-of. Love me some Mom. Awesome card, has felt great. Nantuko Shade has underperformed. Not a card I've been loving, but Withered Wretch has been chef's kiss. So probably going to go down 1 Skeletal Scrying, up 1 Withered Wretch. Phyrexian Negator, love this card, great beater. Muse is a sweet 3/3 body Phyrexian Arena, with the upside of potentially a 2-card Phyrexian Arena with Withered Wretch. Mastercore is a great fun of 1-of in here. If it comes down in certain matchups, it's just game over. And then 3 of my lovely lady Exalted Angel at the top end here. 23 lands. The mana base in this is very, very difficult. City of Brass, I do not love. I'm thinking about doing Gemstone Caverns, Reflecting Pool. I have Gemstone Mine in this already. So Reflecting Pool might be making a cameo in the next version of this. The sideboard for this has felt exceedingly versatile currently. 4 Crypt to deal with any of the turbo graveyard issues. Pair this with Wretch and you have 5 pieces of graveyard interaction. 2 COP Red. We are soft to sly. Let's just be frank about it. Maybe this needs to be a 3-of, but I do like it. We have 4 Disenchants, which are just very, very good in this format currently with a ton of library. And you have obviously Tide Control, but also whatchamacallit running around. Library, Tide Control, and then Oath. 2 Plagues are really good in certain matchups. We pulled them up against the Soldiers in our blue-white Tron Control matchup. 2 Infests. This just decimates decks like Goblins and Elves. It's a very good card. 2 Perish, which also decimates decks like Elves, but it also decimates decks like Beefcake, as we saw it sweep up, I think, 3 tokens. Or 3 cards when we cast it under a Winter Orb. So Perish just felt very, very strong. It matches up against Terravore and all sorts of things. I'll pay 3 mana to sweep off a Terravore. Why not? So, and then 1 Wrath of God. It's our flex slot currently. I do think this card's good, but potentially we should look at it getting out an Exalted Angel, maybe just having an Armageddon. It's kind of my thought process. But yeah, don't make this too long. We have 3 matches to get through here. I'm very excited to get to the back half of the league. So I hope you all enjoy. Leave me a comment of your thoughts down below on this S'mores deck. Let's get into it. Starting the match here against Oklahoma again. Okay. We got 3 mana. We have a Negator, we have a Mastercore, we have an Arena, and a Duress. I'm going to keep this. A little sketchy on the mana base. Oklahoma again, sick name. And this little profile picture, the Thought Sponge, is a freaky little bugger. So I like to see it. And I'm very excited to hit them with this Duress and see what they're cooking with over here. Mox Diamond, Terravore, Rutro. So yeah, we're definitely going to take a Mox Diamond. Let's see what the pitch is. It's a Plains, okay. Another match for Phyrexian Negators, just kind of poo-poo, but is what it is. We have a Vindicate to deal with whatever we need to deal with. We let them tap that down with no complaints. Play a Plains out, and we will have to deal with the Phyrexian Brass tap down for the majority of this matchup, most likely. Unless we can be very friendly and hit a 3rd land here. But we're probably going to deal with it, and it's going to be a constraint, which is going to be a problem when paired with Phyrexian Arena. So there's a Windswept Heath. They played the Port, and they played the Diamond. They have a Terravore. I need to continue to hit lands here. I will lose if I do not hit lands. And that is a simple fact of life. This is bold. Okay. If this is the party they want to have, I am more than down to party this way. Alrighty. Yeah. We're going to hit that Terravore with a Vindicate. I swear to God, if that just hits my land because of the lag, ooh, I'm going to be tight. Thank God. All right. A little bit of a lag there, but that's okay. Wastes and 2 hidden cards in their hand. So they're on Bant Terravore, which I saw this deck played in I've Got Questions video that he put out. Very, very good deck. Going to be honest with you. It looked really good. We have decent lineup against it. We have some graveyard hate in the sideboard. We have some graveyard hate here in the main deck. We would need a second black for that, just as we would need a second black for this arena, which I do think that I might just be on the arena plan here, because I would like to find myself some Withered Wretches, but Negator's not bad also. And Wretch can just start hitting like lands, which is what's so cool about it. They will have a potential to be a Wayfarer here and get some lands going, like some Wastelands and whatnot, which is great for them. I do wonder, does this deck run Glacial Chasm in it? I feel like Glacial Chasm would be fantastic in this type of deck, but maybe not. Okay, they want to port me down. I'm going to say okay. And then I'm going to run the Razor's Edge here. And I'm going to play a Phyrexian Negator. I'm just going to yield right on through. I don't got to think about nothing. Don't got to worry about nothing. They can tap down the City of Brass. I hear you. I see you. I understand it. That's a library. I can tell you what we're going to be vindicating. It's going to be that library. I don't want to deal with that. All right, I'll take a ping from the City of Brass. That's the life that we need to deal with. I'm going to attack here. Or yeah, this library is what I need to hit with this Vindicate. I cannot let them get card selection on me while they're currently in the hole a bit. If I can get a 4th land, this Mastercore is also online. Okay. I have Trample. If they think I won't slam through, they're wrong, because I will. And I'll sack that City of Brass while doing it. Let's pray for a land here. They could have a Swords, which I think I'd actually like to find out, personally. So a strong chance they get hit with a Duress next turn. I like to draw a black source here. Very nice, Gemstone Mine. Okay, let's see what secrets they have in their hand. What lies behind you? All right, just 2 lands. Power to me, then. I'm going for a Phyrexian Negator beat-in. I'm hitting for 5, they're hitting for 4 a turn. At this exact moment. Okay. Yep, 4 right through. I will sack Brass, Coleos, and the Plains. That might, on paper, look kind of stupid, but it puts us behind when compared to their potential hits. Puts us behind as well on mana, don't get me wrong, but if they were to drop out a Weather Wayfarer, we still got game. We have a Swords up. They're going to tap down the mine. At least they should. Okay. I'm going to attack in. We got game in the hand. They could just be drawing straight lands right now. Let's be honest. We're okay seeing a Terravore because we got a Swords. They know we got nothing but gas in the hand. Weather Wayfarer. Very nice. I think I get aggressive here. I plow that. I don't want to see it on the board. All right, no land here. That hurts. That's okay. We still have a Negator going coast to coast. If they have one more Wayfarer, then we are gaming. But if they don't, all right, GG's. Took that game. Were we on the play there? We were. Okay. I think that does help us quite a bit. Yeah, Parrish coming in. Plague could help, but I don't love it, and I want the disenchants as well. Let's see, what's not as good here? I don't love Shades against their matchup personally. Skeletal Scrying, I think, can go as well. Early game Duress is great, but late game Duress kind of sucks. I like Mother a lot to let me push damage through. I'm going to run with a 61 card special here. I'm feeling good about it. Or not, this is going to be a tough matchup, though. We really, really, really need to establish a set of basics here. We need basics for plains and swamps and everything. So it's going to be interesting. I think that maybe Duress is better than I'm giving it credit for. Maybe we drop our arena for a Duress, actually, to stay at 3. It sounds crazy, but I don't think it is. Or actually, maybe it's a verdict for 1 arena in. Yeah, I think it's actually a verdict. It's very tough to look at because, like, you want to discard their key pieces, but you don't want to force them to discard their lands because their lands feed their deck. Oh, I'm an idiot. No, no, no. I need Crypts in. No, no, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Oh, I mucked that one up big time. Wow. Okay, that was BAD. That was really bad. Okay, let's see what they lead with here. That's too much incremental value, I think. I think that's going to be a Swords to Plowshares for me. Maybe that's a little too bold. Maybe it's a little too fast. I'm not sure. I don't have a ton of testing against this deck. They might have a library right here, which is going to be painful for us, but we might be able to duress something good out of their hand as well. Yeah, come on. Give me a disenchant off the top. Swords. That's all right. That's good backup. Swords. We take that every single time. Okay. They're probably going to name swords themselves. You know what would be really cracked, actually? I'd like to find me a mom, personally. All right, they're going to take some damage here. I assume we're going to see a meddling mage. No, we're not. Sylvan Safekeeper. You know what I'm going to do right here? I'm going to swords this. Let's see if they want to sack a land. Can they afford to sack a land? That's the real question. I want to force the action on it. I want to force it early game. Obviously, Sylvan Library is going to help them smooth that out. All right, yeah, they're gonna give themselves Shroud. You go. Darn, we're getting mana screwed. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Okay. Yep. I drew gas. I didn't draw, or I drew action. I didn't draw the gas I needed. So let's see. They took some damage last turn. See if they're willing to do it again here. No, they're not. Okay. They're going to get in with their Safekeeper. That's fine. Give me a Black Source deck, please. Brush Hopper. That's tough. That's a tough clock for us to vindicate. Yeah, we're getting mana screwed. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Nothing we can do about it. It's going to happen. I'm not mad about it. I took some damage there. Another port, I would take damage too. I would. I'd take a lot of damage probably. All right. So we're just going to be behind. Oh, there's a gemstone mine. Okay. Yep, that's fine. Double land here doesn't give us super gas, you know, if we hit another land, but regardless of anything, I mean, honestly, if they draw an Armageddon, we're toast. We can't come back from that. We don't have time. We are technically, I believe, on a 4-turn clock. 3 to 4 turn clock. They've been drawing like a madman off that port. Oh, that's tough. I'm just going to concede. I'm not going to waste time. GG's. Nothing I can do there. All right, let me reevaluate the sideboard. I screwed that up. I think we don't really care about duress. I think we want crypts instead. Do we want an infest? Do we want any of this other stuff? Do we want a verdict over a duress? I actually think we do. I just don't think duress has the effect. Although maybe on the play we do. Yeah, I think on the play, actually. I prefer the split on the play. All right, we're going to need to draw our lands here. That's the biggest thing for us. We need to have those lands. They need to continue to flow. And if we can deny them off of certain things for a certain amount of time, we should be good to go. So this green-white oath or this green-white Terrageddon deck is very, very good. I like the way it plays. This is technically the BAMF version, but I really do enjoy the way it plays, actually. Oh, man. I want to keep this in the worst way. But if they lead Wasteland, I'm dust, and I can't play. I could play Withered Wretch if they don't, though. Is this one of those hands you just keep on the play? You know what? I'm gonna keep it. Tell me if I should have kept it or not in the comments, because I want to know what you would do if you were a seasoned Deck Guy Ale or S'mores player. So I'm gonna lead City of Brass, and if they have a Wasteland, I might be dust. So I'd much prefer them to be like, oh, I don't want to deal with Mother, plow. All right, ruins to the graveyard. All right, no waste. Plow, but no waste. Wow. I think I gotta run the Wretch out while I have it. Black, black. Okay. I like the Wretch. The Wretch does some good work for us. They didn't crack that Windswept Heath. I'm wondering if they're light on lands. A little curious. If they have a Brush Hopper right here, that's bad for us. Very bad. Call the Herd. Or is it a Terravore? It's a Brush Hopper. Okay. Pass through this turn. I'm going to plow this on upkeep. See what they want to do about it. Do they care? Is it a matter of issues for them? Are they okay to see it go? They want to save it? They are going to save it. Wow, they dropped a Terravore and a Meddling Mage. Okay. Alright. They must have some crazy stuff in their hand right now, then. Call. That's what we were looking for. We're going to eat that. I'm feeling hungry. Brush Hopper comes back. They have nothing in their hand to protect it, which means this is going to eat a Swords to Plowshares. I'm just running full-blown interference right now. They're on 0 cards in hand. So I have a backup plow for this elephant token. I have a Vindicate. Like, I have permanent destruction as well. So they can attack. I'm not going to block. End of turn, though, I will eat some of their graveyard. That's an issue, but it's also not an issue. Let me eat a Travis Ruins. Disenchant. That'll do work for us in the future. Tap that for white. I'm going to Swords that elephant token. Okay. I have a destruction for the Mox Diamond in the future. They have no action on board currently. I mean, this deck has a ton of power. Poor Haven's going to be a problem. We need to draw lands, deck. We need to draw lands. No options with it. I'm going to be really pissed off if we don't get to draw lands and we just die to that. I have 23 lands in this deck. Like, I don't think I need 23. It doesn't feel like it truly needs, or it doesn't need 24. I just really, really, really need... Actually, I can't even attack with this because of Core Haven. All right. Well, we'll see. We need to draw 2 lands in a row to get this Vindicate online. We're going to Vindicate the Core Haven, and we're going to Vindicate the Rashad Import. They're going to keep tapping down City of Brass. So I need to deal with all of that on board before we can start worrying about it. Actually, I'll probably upkeep next time, or whenever they go to tap me down regardless. I'm going to snipe that Mox Diamond just to get her off the field. Darn. That lag got you in a stranglehold. This is a close game, though. I'm very, very, very excited because I think that we have some action right now. I can't always say that about my games, and let alone against this deck. You know, a lot of people talk about how bad black is, that it's not a good color, or not a good card and stuff. Not a good color in the format and what have you. I personally think it's great. I think it's a really, really good color. So I know it gets a lot of dislike and whatnot, or what have you. It's a wasteland. Do they want to wasteland that City of Brass? I am going to eat their Windswept Heath. Going to white and 1. I'm going to disenchant that Mox Diamond. Okay. Withered Wretched's in the red zone. First time yet. I'm already at 11. I really need some lands, deck. You gave me a lot of action, and I like that, and I respect that, but I really, really, really need some lands right now. Like, please, for the love of God, give me a land. So I need to be able... Give me a white land, please. I need a white land. I need to be able to untap, drop Mother of Runes, and also Duress. Or actually, I don't need a Duress. We know we just bounced a land in their hand. So, please, just give me an untapped white source. The City of Brass, if it was a reflecting pool, would be such a different story. But also, I wouldn't be able to cast any of my spells. So maybe I need to do a split. Oh, come on, deck. Okay. Well, if they're going to do all this, I'm going to activate this, and I'm just going to eat a Meddling Mage. They have a Trevas Ruins. Man. This is some bad luck. Oh, I'm going to lose to this. I'm going to be very aggravated about it. I'm not going to lie to you. The issue is they're not drawing anything, so they're just slowly but surely adding lands. We know they have a forest in their hand. They got double port now. Come on, deck. Thank you. Thank you. Finally, for the love of God. That's fine. Tap it down. Do whatever you need to do. It's going to be a Mother of Runes. Probably just going to wasteland that. But that's okay. I've added a Mom to the board. That is a clock. It's not a fast enough clock, which is the issue. They have wasteland up. Okay. Let me quickly eat their wasteland while I can. I mean, this is just some crazy bad luck here. I'm not going to lie to you. Crypt, not doing anything for me right now. Okay, tap it down. Do whatever you got to do. I am going to run Crypt out. I don't actually know what they got in their hand, and we have mana open, so let me just take a look. All right, it's a Windswept Heath. We now know that. I'm not going to gamble that they rip something off the top. I'm just going to play to what I have. I cannot believe that this is the current board state, though. Like, we are getting super skunked. We had a really gassy hand, which I respect that. But just give me some basics, please. It's very difficult, very aggravating. We'll make them start activating this core haven. Let them deal with it. I'm currently the only person with anything in their graveyard. I need to get those Rashadan ports offline. Maybe Sabo's Web. Maybe that's what I got to start kicking around in this deck. Maybe that's a really good ad, actually. Drop down that, let's see. Do this sideboard quickly. You know, we could drop, probably bring something from the sideboard in to the main. Infest is very good, obviously. We could drop Skeletal Scrying and whatever, so. Gotta take a look. Maybe Sabo's Web is it, though. Had a reprint. I don't know if it got reprinted on this site or not, though. But I'm just gonna get beaten down by my own darn City of Brass. Alright, so they have Windswept Teeth in hand, Weathered Wayfarer. That's not gonna do anything for us. Okay. No, come on. Please, deck. Please, why are you giving me the squeeze like this? Why are you doing me like this, man? Like, come on. Why are you squeezing me like this? I'm gonna truly lose to my own City of Brass, I think. And that is very, very sad for me. No cards in hand. I have a block on the Wayfarer. Okay. Colios. You're on time. I'm gonna eat my own gemstone mine. Okay. I have a cave. I'm still gonna attack. Like, if you want to use your mana, you can use it. Go ahead. We need to get to 3 mana. That's absolutely like what we have to do. We have no choice. We have to get to 3 mana. We need to destroy a Core Haven and a Vindicate, and we need to drop... Actually, we need to destroy Core Haven, and then we got to destroy our own... We might actually destroy City of Brass first. That's currently the issue. But we need to just continue to hit land drops. There's no choice. This is not a negotiable matter. What do we have? Not a Sylvan Library. Don't play me like that. Call the herd. Okay. That's a problem, but it's also not a problem. It stops our attacks. We take a slow bleed. I don't have a window to even hit that, do I? Do I have a window? I don't think so. Well, that's frustrating. All right. Oh, come on. Please. Why? What turn are we on? Turn 12, and I've only seen 5 lands. I had 2 in the opening. Oh, all right. What do we want to hit here? I think we have to hit Rashadan Port. Okay. I think we got to start with the port. I don't think we have a choice. We got to hit the port. Okay. What we can do is we can double block Weathered Rich on an elephant token with Mother of Runes and give Mother pro green. I think that's actually our best course of action right now, which is one of the craziest statements I think I could make. Next turn, I'm going to have to Vindicate my own City of Brass. Which sounds so stupid, but also just what I absolutely need to do. Block. Block. Okay. Mother of Runes. please tap down onto yourself. Game, please don't cook me with the lag, please. Please don't do this. I don't want to sound whiny, everyone, but I really just want to try and stabilize against this board state right now. This game has felt so winnable. But we just haven't been able to get anything going. If they have swords right now, I'm dust. Wow. Oh. Nothing moves at instant speed. They're going to get Thornscape Apprentice going. There is nothing I can do right now. I just lost, didn't I? I literally just lost because of that. They're going to be able to tap me down with Thornscape Familiar or Thornscape Apprentice. Man. GG's. That was really, really, really tough. I'm not going to sit here and lie. Just didn't hit a single land. That's painful. Oh, that's a tough loss. I'm really, really bummed by that. That felt super, super winnable. No lands. So, all right, well, it's going to happen. It's a huge bummer, but all right, let's get on to match number 5 here. Kicking it off here on the draw. Ooh, this is a very good, but also very bad hand, sadly. We're extremely soft to Wasteland. I'm going to send this one back. I'll keep it. Put a City of the Brass at the bottom. We just got to draw some action here. This is a pretty light hand, obviously, but okay, some blue-white. I've played against a lot of control today, so I'm going to just run out a Mother of Runes here and see what we can get going. I think I'm going to follow that up with an another Plains. Maybe give him a little trick that I'm all mono white potentially. Factory, okay. This is standstill. All right, everyone buckle up for a nice long game. We are going to be on standstill. Again, I say it every video, this impulse art has grown on me so darn much. I can't even really explain it. I think it's just such a banger. Okay. They're passing here. I'm going to play out another Mom. I'm going to play a Swamp. I'm going to keep going here. Landstill's not a deck you want to just, like, you know, draw go against, because it's kind of what they're built to do. But it is what it is. Okay. I think this turn. Well, let's start by just beating in for a moment. I think we can't play scared here. What would we prefer to have? What do we want to have countered? Definitely not Exalted Angel. I think Negator we're okay getting countered. My thought on that is, like, yeah, Negator's very good. But at the same time, I want to draw cards against this just pure value engine that is Standstill. Bring in some Disenchants for this matchup as well. Mana Leak. No, Raw Counterspell. Okay. We're not mad to see that. They're going to hit their land drops. That much we do know. If they don't, I have many concerns. That there, though, forced them to fetch a Flooded Strand, which I find rather interesting. I could find a wasteland. We could take them off a white. And actually, oh, I don't have wasteland in this. Sorry, I'm thinking of my mono white list. Neck, neck, neck. I think we're gonna want infest. Infect against this. Okay. Silubris. We'll attack with all creatures. Okay. I'm gonna slam a Graveborn Muse here. Looking for one more land to pay a they're probably gonna swords this. I knew that that was an option when I attacked with mothers, but I'm okay with that. Go ahead. Snap off the swords. It was an aggressive attack. They're cycling here. Interesting. Humility. Huh. I have no main board ways to deal with that. That's a bit disappointing. Well, let's cast this for its morph cost and do what we gotta do. I have no way to clear that humility main board. That's not good. We might be screwed. I mean, if they have a decree, we're just dead. Nothing we can do about it. Okay. A foff. Standstill mana leak. I want to see if they would prefer that over removal. So they're going to take removal. Interesting. Okay. All right. We're going to have to discard here. All right, well, let's force some action in their hand. See what they got going on over there. Okay. I don't think I have any way to beat this main board, do I? All right. Actually, I do. I'm an idiot. I vindicate. I'll take a swords to plowshares. And just say, okay. If I could find a vindicate, life would be looking a lot better. What did I take from them? Swords. Yeah, let's make them burn a Wrath of God if they want to do it that way. Okay. Swords. Takes them off a land as well. There's that second factory. Alright, that's not a disenchant. Well, we don't have disenchants, we have vindicates. Only thing we could hit that actually be able to give us some game here. We can take some beats from factory for a moment. I'm A-okay with that. Surprised they're not getting in with the Fairy Conclave, too. Another factory? They drew that, too. Unbelievable. Alright, Withered Wretch. Alright. So we could theoretically take 6 right here. Okay, factory gets powered up. Second factory. You gotta go Fairy Conclave too, right? Guess not. Okay. Not gonna block. Alright. I mean, if we're gonna give them smoke, it's gonna be sorcery speed smoke. Like we can win this. I just can't turn these face up, which kind of sucks. Okay, they boot 2 up. I'm gonna sacrifice a Mother of Runes and a Withered Wretch. Actually, no, I'm not. There's no need yet. There's a plains that we know about. All right. We're at a point where we got to start chump blocking. Okay, counterspell. This kind of sucks, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, we were right here, but we haven't found, you know, in the top 40 or top almost 20 cards, we haven't found a Vindicate. I think we have to lay a chump down or probably just try and kill one of these factories. Okay. Put a block. Put a block. Okay. Any order. Yeah, that's not it, sadly. GG's to my opponent. Alright. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Plague, I really like. I really like Infest. And Disenchant is extremely hot to me as well. I don't think Anger, Wrath of God's what I really want to be doing here. Scrying and Nantuko Shade. And Swords to Plowshares as well. I like the rest. I like the rest of it. Okay. Well, we took a tough L there. I don't know how we're going to be against control as a whole. Like blue-white control might just be a soft spot for us. In all honesty, I'm not 110% sure. So I gotta give a, you know, gonna continue to give this a run. I did order, I've been doing some updates to this deck on the back end, and I've been really enjoying the way that the updates look. So I've been doing that and trying to figure out where everything's gonna fit in and whatnot. So I do enjoy this deck a ton. I don't want to take too many creatures out of it. I've actually added some creatures in the new version. I will go on the play here. Oh man. Alright, I'll keep this. If we get turn 1 Wasteland, we're dust. Counterspell, counterspell. Alright, Impulse it is. Leave them with just counters in their hands. There's the wastes. City of Brass. I'm going to run out of Withered Wretch. I'm going to try and take early control of this. The factory we didn't know about. Gonna get in. I'm just gonna chill. Okay. Planes we knew about. Okay. Man, these lands are killing me. They know that their life's a resource, so they don't really care. Now they have up mana leak, so I can't attack anymore. This is a brutal setup to be in right now. Let me just... Okay, white. Let me vindicate away their Ardcar wastes. They're gonna mana leak this. Yeah, they want to leave that blocker up. No, I will not. All right, keep it pushing. We got to continue to try and push out. Ooh. Well. Okay. They have another mana leak or no? I might hold one mother in my hands. I could have attacked in here with Wretch. Okay. I hate that that goes on the stack every time. It's relatively annoying, to be honest with you. Okay, we know they got 2 counter spells in their hand and no additional blue. That's a swords. All right. Both of us are drawing a blank right now. I could just use some pain-free color, please. They're getting no blue over there. Well, that's not pain-free, but we take what we can get. Okay. For Phyrexian Arena. That's going to resolve. We probably have a disenchant by now. But, yep, that's fine. We signed up for this painful mana base. These City of Brasses have been swapped around in next builds. Wow. Okay. Gerard's Verdict then. We know there's no lands. 2 counter spells out of their hand. Okay. I'm not going to attack. I'm going to keep it pushing. We really need an arena to stick. Alright, second factory worker hurts. Okay. Okay. And arena. Okay. I mean, we're about to be taking crazy damage here. We're going to close out very fast or disenchant our own Phyrexian arena. But this colored mana base right now is really cooking me. Yeah, they got factory beats going here. Double factory beats. Okay. Please give me an angel off the top here, deck. Gemstone Mine. Go to 5. Do I vindicate here? We're going to take a damage regardless. Okay. I'm going to vindicate a factory. Okay. Another pain-free source, please, deck. Would be very nice. If I can stabilize Negator. Gonna lay down a desperate looking block here. Okay. See if this gets through or not. Probably not, though. Absorb, yeah. I mean, we just got killed by our own mana base here, and that's just the sad part of this deck. It's gonna happen. There's nothing we can do about it. It's like a huge bummer. Yeah, they can boot up factory. We go white and red. Cast disenchant on their factory. Alright, GG's. Nothing we can do about it. Alright, well, we lost that 102. We lost it to our mana base, sadly. So, is what it is. Let's get pushing on to the final match here. Coming off a real tough match number 5 against Blue-White Control. We took the L. We are on a 5-land hand here, no pain. We're on the play. We'll see how it goes. Who they got here? Ravager or the Fells? It's pretty gnarly. I'm gonna drop Mom, turn 1. I'm gonna stay mono white, turn 1, turn 2. And then I'll drop in a basic swamp and get the negator going. There is a stop. Oh, it's their turn. Never mind. Mox Diamond, Brushland. Okay. And they have a plow. That's a bummer. Alright, well, we're just going to keep it pushing here. Alright, they're fetching down. Okay, we can avoid Wasteland for a moment. Terravor? Winter's Grasp, okay. Alright, that's fine. Might actually run out the gemstone mine. Make them think that I need it. Okay, Winter's Grasp on that. Gonna play out a swamp. I keep it going. Okay. I mean, they are successfully destroying my lands, which I respect. Do they have any threats, though? Is what I wonder. They're going to get a wasteland target, which is good for them. Factory. Okay. What I am going to get to do here, though, is cast Nantuko Shade. And they can wasteland this. Yep. City of Brass is the land that we wanted to get wasteland, to be fair. So, We're not mad about that. Actually, we're kind of A-okay with it. Terravore, that's going to be a mild issue for us. Gemstone mine, we're going to do a little bit of momming here. Okay. We're going to take a beat from Terravore. And then with, you know... Okay, another swords. I'm feeling weird saying having fun. Oh, I love land destruction. No biggie. Caves of Kolios, colorless, white, and Vindicate. I'm not going to attack. They can get in with Factory here. I don't mind. Colorless, colorless. 1 for a negator. Move in for an attack. No blocks. Okay. Brush land. They only got 1 card in hand. Turning both of these sideways. Okay. Block the negator. Okay. Activate. Swords. Double swords. Okay. Well, we are going to have to pray for a land off the top. But I want to get this morph in. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Black. Hit them with a nice little Gerard's Verdict. Risk Grove. Attack with all creatures. I am going to activate here just to deal an additional damage. Okay. I'm going to go white, white, 2. Attack with everything. Sorry, a bug caught in my throat or something. Wow, GG's. All right, well, we fought through that pretty bad there. I think Perish is going to be nice here. And Disenchant, as well as Tormod's Crypt. I think Perish maybe only is a 2 of. Duress isn't bad. I like that they're Mother of Runes. Nantuko Shades felt soft, as has that. Sadly, I think 1 less Arena. Duress seems pretty good, but also like not amazing, especially on a draw. I like Master Core. I don't want to take too much action out. Vindicate hits multiple things, which I like. I think I just leave everything else as it is and click submit. We are down to only 14 creatures, which I don't actually love. Let me take out a Phyrexian arena. Oh, didn't have time. That's okay. I don't have a sideboard guy for this or nothing. Yeah, this looks like a keeper to me. 1 more black source and we're cooking. I'm just going to cast the Mother. Mother's very good, very bad against factory. But can't win them all. Show me your secrets. Okay, City of Brass. Gonna take the oath. They can have the thermal karst. That wasteland's gonna be dirty. I'm very sad about that. They might risk Grove here though. They could be valuing hit my planes. Just factory. We should hit the wasteland with the City of Brass. Okay. Okay. Risk Grove. Returning Painland. Interesting choice, but I respect it. Okay. And we say go ahead. This is why my future versions of this deck has Weather Wayfarer in it. Because this type of land situation with 23 lands is bonkers and happens way too much for my liking. Land destruction? Okay. That's fine. They got a wasteland to back that up. No, they don't because they played brushland. Alright, well. We're getting dumpstered by our mana base right now. We're about to get wastelanded. And then potentially lose this game, which is absolutely atrocious. Yep, I'm just going to let them take me off of it. Call the herd. Swamp. Okay. That is not what we're looking for, but I do have a blocker for Elephant Token, which is fantastic. They have another factory, so they can flash back and have 2 tokens, but I at least got 3 damage blocked each turn. Once I find a swords, life will be a bit better. Interesting move. Block. Target itself. Pro green. Okay. Sylvan Library. Give me another land here. GG's. We can't dig ourselves out of that. I think we cut too much action from this deck. I think Parish is too cutesy. I'm going to bring back in a Negator. And going to bring in 1 Shade. Target 61, actually. Yeah, I mean, we were just locked out there. We need a heavy land hand. Nothing we can do about it. I would like to be on the play first. This is not a heavy land hand. But that's okay. Because I'm going to work on ripping apart their hand. Mother of Runes. Let's see if they have a plow again for it. They did start with 7. Oh, I think play draw helps us a ton in this matchup. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I mean, the mother's up, so. Mox Diamond. Treetop Village. Mox Diamond. Gemstone Mine? Mylanta. Okay. They're down to 2 cards in hand. I'm going to play a second mother out. That's fine. There's a factory. Call the herd. That's a large issue, but not that large. I'm going to just be proactive here. I'm gonna hit him with a little Gerard's verdict. Alright, knocked a Terrabor out. That's why you never play scared. We're about to be eating 2 damage a turn. We can get another mana, we can get a negator down with protection. Probably just gonna flash back, unless they ripped a Terrabor. That would be disgusting. No attacks. Smart move. Flashback call. Okay. Please give me a land deck. Alright. That's fine. I guess I'll just chill. That's a huge bummer. I mean, there's 23 lands in this deck. I honestly think it's like unacceptable. I'm gonna need to go up to 24 or something. It's a huge bummer. I mean, this just straight up like should not be happening. Okay, Celia Brass, you don't need to give me a notification every time. There's the arena. We have protection against the factory or against the 2 elephant tokens. We're looking for swords, but we can tap down against that. Okay, we can deal with that. We can deal with that. Alright. We're going to do it the hard way. Stress them. See what they got going on. I'll take the Cataclysm. So Mox Diamond ain't going to be doing nothing for him. And then I'm going to go white. Say okay. White. Disenchant here. Alright. 2 negators in hand with 2 Mother of Runes up. It's Treetop Village. Okay. They can beat in. That's fine with me. Give me another land off the top here, Phyrexian Arena. I don't know why you're being so stingy, deck. This is unbelievable. I'm having flashbacks to our previous green-white matchup. Oh my gosh. The level of frustration I have right now. I've seen, what, 4 lands in the top almost third of my deck? Unbelievable. I mean, I just don't know what to say at this point, like, in all honesty. I mean, look at this, everyone. Please, see this. I have 23 lands in this deck. This has happened multiple times. That's why it's so aggravating to me. Because, like, we just... Yeah. Just mana screw. 23 lands. There's nothing I can do. Like, I've done everything I can up to this point. Like, I think 23 lands is the correct amount, but maybe it needs to be 24. I'm not sure. It's a bit aggravating. Like, I understand variance, but this has happened in quite a few games. So, maybe we need to go to 24. I mean, we just haven't seen enough lands. Is how I feel. That's brutal. A Terravor. Okay. I mean, what I need to draw like a god here. What I need to do. It's got to be like land, Swords to Plowshares. White Swords to Plowshares. Alright, well, it's going to be Swamp, I guess. Yeah. It's a tough learning curve. It is a tough learning curve. At least in my personal opinion, it is. Like being able to understand how everything works and what have you. The issue right now is that I'm just not winning the game. All right. Yeah, I get that. They just don't use stops as much in other formats. It is pretty unique, actually, to pre-modern. There's a lot of port decks and what have you. But this is honestly like a very sad showing for this deck this league if we go 2-4. I'm not going to lie to everyone. Like, I feel like I'm just losing to bad beats a lot. I don't know. It's extremely frustrating. I got to put something in front of this factory. It's going to be a Mother of Runes. I guess I could have put 2 in front of that and blocked a bit more, but I don't know. That's a good draw. It's a very good draw, actually. I'm going to plow that Terrorvore then. But they just have me dead to rights, don't they? 1, 2, power up. Yeah, I'm just dead. Well, I'm just dead. GG's. That's a painful loss, everyone. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of feeling that one in my soul. We're going to go 2-4. Ugh. This deck's way better than that. Let's hit the outro. Well, everybody, we ended up going 2-4 this league, and I'm genuinely gutted about it. I think that this deck is just better than a 2-4 deck. It's at least a 3-3 deck in this current iteration. Let's talk about the major pain points. First off, the damage we do to ourselves with our mana base currently is just... it's incredible. It's way too brutal. I felt the same way when I initially played this deck. After giving this a full league test here, it's too much pain. The City of Brasses have to go. I'm looking at Reflecting Pools as a replacement. I don't know. I'm extremely frustrated with the way this turned out, and I'm very sorry if I sound a bit whiny. It's just, I truly believe this deck is good. And I maybe I'm wrong, and I'm willing to accept the fact that I might be wrong, but I'm not willing to accept the fact that this deck is just a flat out 2-4 deck, because it's not. I know that it's not. The deck is powerful. Mother of Runes was extremely good. Nantuko Shade is mid. Let's just be honest. Withered Wretch is fantastic. Negator has a great place in this meta. Muse is really good. Mastercore is great. Exalted Angel is fantastic. All the sorceries are good. Duress, Gerard's Verdict, Vindicate. Obviously, Duress is a bit situational, but these two are just all-stars. Skeletal Scry never got cast. That's getting cut. Swords is fantastic. Phyrexian Arena gives you so much value. The main deck is just good here, and that's what's very frustrating. Yes, we might not be great against a pure control deck like Blue-White Standstill. We couldn't, maybe some disenchant effects in the main board. I don't know. But we really need to look at this mana base. Just for reference, so everybody knows, I have another version here. And this is what I've cooked up so far. I just want to talk about this now because I did make some major changes to this. First off, I went up to 4 Withered Wretches. I added 2 Weathered Wayfarers as well. Puts our creature count up a bit higher. Everything else is pretty much the same. I don't think we're going to have too many main deck humility games, in all honesty. So I left everything else, but I also changed this to a Reflecting Pool. This deck has 8 setups for it. What I'm thinking is here, maybe we cut a Duress, actually, and we add in one more land, and probably just another basic. So maybe a Tainted Field or something, I'm not sure. I also swapped up the sideboard a bit, but I just want to show that to everyone because I was just feeling nothing but pain when it came to setting up my lands through this league and everything. City of Brass is just so painful of a card, we can't deal with it. So yeah, I'm genuinely gutted that we lost multiple matches just simply due to just not finding lands. Even against the land destruction deck, we should have had more game there. And we were in a great position where they ramped super fast, but we had gas and we just couldn't find any lands in the top third of our deck. So just extremely frustrating. Really want to get everything here tuned up and just moving better. I think I'm going to go up to 24 lands. I think I'm going to have a Weather Wayfarer. I'm just going to run them both, see what feels good. Sideboard, Crypt felt very good. COP Red felt pretty decent. I did play one off-camera match against Sly that wasn't actually CPL. Lost that match, but I didn't have a good hand again. You know, just mulled down to 5 one time or whatever. Disenchant felt fantastic. Engineer Plague felt really good. Infest felt great. Perish felt great. Wrath of God felt great. So, yeah, overall, this deck felt fantastic, but I just got to see how it runs with the new iteration. So, bit gutted, everyone, and I'm just frustrated with the way that it turned out. So, sorry if it sounded a bit downtrodden. It's just, I truly believe this deck is better than it performed. And I'm excited to see if it gets there in the future. So, I hope everybody enjoyed. This has been our run through of the Premodern League, 16.01, I believe. So, hope everybody enjoyed the view. Leave any comments or thoughts you got for me. And this has been 3-2 Brew. Till next time, cheers.